Hey guys, so I'm here for my top 5 Tuesday video. The sun has completely gone down. It is pitch black and I am so sorry if the lighting's bad. I have my light on. It's my only source of light in my room. Anyway guys, this week's theme is top 5 books with red covers. Now I've been going along on this kind of trend where I have things about like covers and titles, and now I'm going to be doing color titles. Now I'm going to be doing color covers, but it's more of a, I like the book, but it's got the red cover, if you know what I mean. And then I'm going to do all the colors, so like my top books with a blue cover, my top's blah with the blue color, so it's going to be, it's that type of thing. So it's like, even if some of these covers I might not necessarily think are the best, but they're my top 5 books with the colour. So let's get started. So number 5 is Paper Towns by John Green, and now this has the bare minimum red on it, but I'm adding this because I really liked this story. It was a very different concept, I think, of having, like, you know, her leaving and you don't know where she is and she's leaving messages behind, and it's like a very intense book. And I really enjoyed it, and it was just a fun read. And I made a book review of this quite a while ago if you want to watch it and see the rest of my feelings about this book, but it was very great. The next book I have is An Abundance of Katherines, also by John Green, and again, this book was so different. Like, this is what I love about John Green, is his books are like, they're like so unique. Like, you never get, like, you don't really get the same vibe from any other book as you do with his. Like, and I really like this idea because it's like, you know, it's about a guy named Colin and he's dated 19 people with the name Katherine, and he's just trying to live his life and get over the last girl that he dated because she broke up with him, and it's just about discovering new things and becoming a new person and like really discovering who he is as a person. And also he's like him discovering how he fits into the world with his theorem as well. But this was just a very great story, and even though it took me like a year to read because it was my DEAR book, which stands for drop everything and read, and you do it at school for 15 minutes every day, but it took me a while because I didn't really read that much in 15 minutes, but it was still very enjoyable. The next book that I have is Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas. Even though this is the second one in the series, I'm so happy this lines up because this is like my favourite book in the series, because two people that I was like, my ship in this book finally got together in the second one. I don't know if it's a spoiler to say who they are. I'm not going to say it, but it's Selena and someone finally get together in this book, and I was so happy, but then they broke up and it pissed me off. No great deal. But this was my favourite one because it was still kind of not completely about the magic and so intense, but it was also like, this is what, yeah, and it was also, you know, everything's introduced and all the people and characters are introduced, and this one was sort of, you know, going along. But with the next two, it really starts getting some magical elements. So I feel this is like the last book that has just normal kind of feel to it, but it was very great and definitely my favourite out of the series. Okay, number 2 on my list is A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. I have double authors on this one, but they just like the colour red. But I loved this book. I loved the story. I loved everything about it. I loved Tamlin, and I loved Feyre, and I loved Lucian, and the story was great. And this is a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and it's done so well, and I really enjoyed the story, and I want the next book, and I just love that it's called A Court of Mist and Fury, so I'm happy they're leaving the A Court bit, but it's amazing. You should read it if you haven't already. I love it. The number 1 on my list is The Wrath and the Dawn by Renee Ahdieh. Even though I mentioned this in the last one that it was my favourite book at the moment, but it's red and it lines up with this week's theme, so I'm very happy. But I just love that this is a retelling of 1001 Arabian Nights, and it's a really good retelling. Like, not everything lines up because then I want to be a retelling, it would just be the story again, but it's such a good book, and I love all the characters, even though I can't pronounce their names very good. Shahrazad, Khalid. They're the only 2 I can pronounce. I feel so bad, but at least I only talked about those 2 characters in my video review, and I'll link that one down below as well so you can check it out. But I just loved this story. It was just amazing, and even though I hadn't heard of 1001 Arabian Nights before, I still loved it, and it was just so great. It was so great. I loved it. Anyway, guys, these are my 5 favorite red books. I really like how even though like only 3 of them have the red spines and the other 2 don't, but they're very great. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching my video and I'll see you later.